Hello, Jerry here with Season 2, Episode 20 of Ask Jerry Tachoir. This will be our last episode of this year, and we'll start Season 3 sometime the beginning of next year. So do ask some questions. In order to ask some questions, simply go to my webpage, which is www.tachoir.com, tachoir.com, and in the upper right-hand corner, there's a Contacts tab. Just fill it out and ask your question, and we'll get to it, and hopefully we'll do one of these videos. Today's question comes from Brian in Calgary. Howdy, Jerry. I hope you've been doing well with your new vibes. I have a question in relationship to playing 3.5 octave vibraphones. With a traditional F to F vibe, I've always found that my mallets carry the tone across the full range of the instrument. Do you find that you are integrating or now experimenting with using graduated mallets with the extended range? Is it also something you played with on a traditional range vibraphone? I'd love to hear your thoughts on this topic in one of your videos. Cheers from Calgary, Brian. Well, Brian, we're going to do that video right now. What Brian is referring to is forever kind of the standard traditional vibraphone that you would see everywhere was F to F 3 octaves. I found that to be just a horrible vibraphone in terms of range. F just didn't make sense. At least give me an E. But I've been after the companies for like forever, since I started playing the instrument, to let's finish the vibraphone down to C. C is like the perfect range. It's only 3 more notes with its sharps and flats. C, and then all the way up to the F, so it gives you the 3.5 octaves, is the perfect instrument. With that being said, I think Brian is thinking about in terms of like, and you see it a lot more so in the marimba world, where you have a 5-octave marimba, and the lower end of the marimba, you know, they're big, thick bars, big wide bars, obviously because they got to produce a low frequency, whereas the high end of a marimba is they're very small, short, narrow bars. And so in order to get a really good tone and fundamental out of the low end, a nice soft mallet gives you that blossomy, bloomy kind of sound that you want to get out of a marimba, whereas that same mallet doesn't work very well at the high end. So you'll see a lot of marimba players specifically that they'll have a kind of a graduated mallet. They'll play like maybe on their bottom number 4 mallet, they'll have a softer mallet, maybe more of a medium mallet on the inside 2 ends and something a little bit harder on the upper, or anyway, varieties of the assortment of mallets. I don't do that. I find that with a vibraphone, the range of this thing is not that big that there's a variation in the different areas of the instrument. And with the mallets that I have, and I'm very fortunate that I endorse now Innovative Percussion JT23 Jerry Tachoir Signature Mallet. When they first asked me to endorse their company, we went through the development of this mallet, and it took us about a year of prototypes, back and forth. Every week they would send me a shipment of mallets, and I would play them, and I would write back and go, this one's too hard, this one's too soft, this one's too heavy, this one's too light, add 5 wraps to this one. And it went back and forth for about a year until finally the mallet showed up that I was like, whoa, this is the one. I called him up, I had the number on it, I said, this is the mallet that I want to play. And I found that this mallet gives me the ability to play the entire range of the vibraphone and have a great tone, great sound from wherever I'm at, whether I'm playing soft, whether I'm playing loud, whether I'm playing a solo, whether I'm accompanied somewhere. And also the same thing on marimba. When I go over to marimba, these mallets sound terrific, both on the low end, the high end, the middle. Now, unlike a lot of players, and again, specifically marimba players tend to have an arsenal of mallets. They have their soft mallets, their kind of soft mallets, their medium soft mallets, their medium mallets, their medium hard mallets, their hard mallets are really hard, and they're always regripping mallets depending on what they're playing and what excerpt they're playing and where they're playing on the range of the instrument. I don't have that ability on the vibraphone for the simple reason that everything that I'm playing immediately and fast. I don't have time to stop what I'm doing and regrip another set of mallets and play, and then regrip another set of mallets and play. So I need a medium mallet that covers the whole spectrum of the instrument, whether I'm playing soft and intimate, or if I need to really cut and play loud. And again, I'm supporting somebody. I want a nice full mallet with the extended range of this instrument, this beautiful Bergerald instrument. I want to be able to hear those notes project really nicely. And I found that these mallets that I have, again, JT23 Jerry Tachoir Signature Mallet, work perfectly. They are designed to cover the spectrum of both of these instruments without having to constantly change mallets and jump around like that. So anyway, what I do then is I stick with one set of mallets. Everything I play is with one set of mallets. And the reason I can't use a graduated mallet is for the simple reason that a lot of times my left hand will come up to assist my right hand to play a fast line or something, and I have to have uniformity between my mallets. And also, I'm really particular about feel. I want my both hands to be equally balanced and have the exact same feel, so I'm not always thinking about, well, I'm planning to play this line. I can't worry about this mallet because that's a soft mallet, and I need to play this mallet because it's a harder. I just want to be able to play with any mallet at any time and know that they're all equal and all going to sound the same way. And that's kind of my approach on it. I do not use graduated mallets, Brian. I'm sure there's players that do experiment with that, but to me, it's just another thing that you have to think about. You have to keep remembering where that one softer mallet is or two softer mallets, so that when you're playing other lines, you got to balance it out. And that sounds like a complicated way to play. I just want to be able to play my instrument knowing that my mallets are going to cut in any situation or not cut and be nice and soft and cushy to support a soloist or a vocalist or whatever I'm doing. So anyway, I hope that answered your question. I wish you the best. And again, folks, please write in, give me some questions, and we'll start season 3 next year. So take care. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.